Your peace is a monument to your own breaking. Not a victory, not a destination you arrived at after all that work. A monument. You polish it without noticing. You display it. You have built your entire life to face a single devastating event, and you call the result healing. You do not yet see the architecture. That is the point of architecture. It disappears into use. You were not always this calm. The calm came from somewhere specific. Something happened that your system could not process in real time, so it learned to process nothing. Stillness became your only safe speed. You mistook the absence of chaos for the presence of peace. They are not the same thing. Peace is active. It moves. It responds. What you have is a negative space, carefully maintained, shaped entirely by the outline of what once filled it. You thought of someone else just now, a name, a face. That is the protection working. The monument has a plaque you never read. The pattern begins in the moment after impact, not during. During, there is only survival. After, the mind makes its first real decision. Never again. Never again will I be caught moving. Never again will I want something enough to be destroyed by losing it. The child who learns this does not become stoic. The child becomes strategic. They build a life where nothing can be taken because nothing is visibly held. They become excellent at the appearance of having let go. This is not letting go. This is rehearsal for absence. The evolutionary mechanism is older than psychology. A prey animal that survives an ambush does not return to grazing with optimism. It returns with vigilance. The nervous system that kept it alive becomes the nervous system that keeps it alive too long, past the point where the predator has gone. The cost of survival is the inability to distinguish present safety from past threat. You are still listening for footsteps that stopped years ago. What this looks like in practice. You do not argue. You do not argue because argument requires wanting something, and wanting makes you visible, and visibility got you hit. You say you choose your battles. You say you are above conflict. What you are is trained. The training worked. You can now be wronged without flinching, and you call this growth. You have friends who have never heard you raise your voice, and they take this as evidence of your maturity. It is evidence of your damage. The voice that would have risen was removed. You did not remove it. Someone else did, and you have kept it gone. At work, you are reliable. You are reliable because reliability requires no preference. You do not advocate for the project you believe in. You do not push back on the deadline that will cost you sleep. You absorb. You accommodate. Your reviews mention how easy you are to work with. Easy to work with is often a description of someone who has learned that having needs is dangerous. You are not easy. You are absent in your own presence. The work gets done through a body that has learned to perform without inhabiting. In relationships, you are present without being there. You listen well. You do not ask for too much. You have trained yourself to want exactly what is offered. And when it is not offered, you want nothing. This feels like low maintenance. It is high maintenance in reverse. Your partner does not know what you need because you have forgotten. You have made yourself compatible with neglect and called it adaptability. When the relationship ends, you do not grieve the person. You grieve the structure. The monument needs a new orientation. You find another person who will not ask, and you begin again. The intelligent person's version of this is particularly difficult to see. They have read the books. They use the vocabulary of boundaries and attachment styles and nervous system regulation. They can describe their pattern with precision. The precision becomes the new avoidance. To name is not to change. To understand is not to release. They attend the workshop. They do the breath work. They return to the same life with better language for why it must continue. The intelligence serves the stillness. The insight becomes part of the monument, another polished surface. The high achievers version is worse. They build empires from the same wound. The empire is the monument. The long hours, the relentless standards, the inability to rest without guilt, all facing a single moment when they were made to feel worthless, and they have been proving worth ever since. The achievement is not joy. The achievement is exorcism. It does not work. Each accomplishment adds another stone to the structure. They are running from something that does not move. The finish line was never there. I have observed this across thousands of accounts. The pattern is not rare. What is rare is the person who recognizes the monument and chooses to stop maintaining it. Most do not. Most find new reasons to polish, new vocabulary, new achievements that face the same direction. The architecture is comfortable in its discomfort. It is known. To dismantle it is to face the moment of impact without the protection of all that came after. The mind resists this. The mind built the monument precisely to avoid this. The cost accrues slowly, then suddenly. You do not notice the years of muted preference, the friendships that never deepened because depth requires risk, the sensations you cannot feel in your own body because feeling was once too dangerous. Then you are 50, or 60, or 40, and you realize you have lived in reference to a single event for decades. The person who broke you may be dead, may be forgotten by everyone else, may have moved on without the monument you built. The monument was never for them, it was for you. It was the only way you knew to survive. The late moment of recognition does not dissolve the pattern. Awareness is not release. I have watched this too. The person sees the architecture and continues to live in it. The known prison is still known. The unknown freedom is terrifying. They return to the maintenance. They tell others about their insight. They write about it. The writing becomes another stone. The rare exception is the person who stops describing and starts dismantling, who accepts the temporary chaos of no structure over the permanent chill of the wrong one. This is rare because it requires trusting collapse. You have spent your entire life preventing collapse. The instruction to invite it feels like death. It is not death. It is the end of the monument. You are still polishing. You heard the accusation, and you are already defending. You are thinking of how hard you worked to get here, how much therapy, how many years. The work is real. The location is wrong. You built a beautiful room facing a wall. The window is behind you. You have never turned around. Your piece is a monument to the one who broke you. The question is not whether this is true. The question is whether you can bear to stop maintaining it.